Alright, hello. Just going over someone who's asked for a game review. This is Lucifer. But quickly just look at their deck first. I'm assuming you were playing in quick play, and we've got a balanced deck. 2 cards in C. Good, good, good. I would go for all that. All looking good there. All looking good here. I really do kind of like this thing. Is it a faster transport than this? Or I guess you just wanted the extra transport vehicle. Fair enough. All good, 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 good. This on balance makes sense, but you are a bit short on the old Stuggies. This is, again, I guess it makes sense if you don't really come up against, so fair enough. I might put, you're probably not going to need 9 of these, so I will probably put the second lot at 2 stars personally. Nebelwerfers, okay, good, good, good. And Big Boom in C. The thing with this is, if you're going to bring these in, I would try and get at least 1 out in B. You're probably not going to bring all 4 out anyway. It's a tough decision, but yeah, in a more of a team-orientated game, this would make sense. And these are going to be very pricey to bring out and very, very slow. So by the time they have any impact on the game, game might be over. But against a balance versus balance, yeah, fair enough, I guess. And yeah, there's not a lot to go on the air in here. And if it's at all possible, recons are always good, and you do have the JU-88, which is, oh, it's JU-188, which is a really nice recon because it's just very good resilience, and it's pretty fast, so we can get in and out of trouble and have a look around. This as well, I do like this, but you don't get much availability, only get 1. And I think that's about all I can say about the deck for now, so let's just have a look at the game and see how that goes. Okay, here we are. And on Kostritsa, which is one hell of a map. Nice map, can be annoying. Yeah, this is a very peculiar map. This can be a bit of a hole for sucking troops into that don't really do a lot. A lot of the main battle, important battle, can happen around here. Generally, nearly always, it's going to be like this area that is most important. But you sometimes also get someone pushing through into the back line, into the blue here, or into red here. Yeah, so just be careful with that. Oh, let's just fast forward this. Right, it's a mic on. Are you alright? No dying. Okay. Yeah, and Sturm, if you're playing Sturm here, you want to be playing across this open ground here. So whether you're coming from the blue side or from the red side, you want to be dominating this. From red side, you want to be taking control of these flags, or these 2 flags, this flag, this position. From blue side, you want to be taking this, pushing onto this. Just trying to lock down this area really to stop any AT guns coming into here. And you are on the blue side. Let's just have a look at deployment in a second. And you are up against, what is it, his first speed shot? Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's pause. Alright, let's have a look at deployment first of all. All good. Do you get flamers? Maybe you don't get, oh, you do get flamers. So, this is generally the position you want to be chucking flamers in. I like to try and chuck them into here, but sometimes you don't get there fast enough, so just drop them in here if you're not too sure. A little AT going on the road here as well, which I assume, oh, this one's going over here. The range on this isn't particularly good, if I recall correctly. Oh no, it is, sorry. Yeah, that's okay. In the center here, shoots an MG, good. Another thing, from this side you can actually rush into here and be a bit lucky and get some flamers in. because often your opponent will not put anything in there. As we can see, he's not done anything there. He's really defensive deployment here, so you could have got this flag quite quickly. And as you're going down this road, you see the front line moving further and further out. It gives you opportunity, if you've got two flamers, chuck one into here as well. You can even sneak a couple of early flags, can help. Where are these going? Right into here, and people often do that one as well. The pack here, that's all fine. These, where's that going? Around there. Yeah, this is a bit slow. It's likely to get picked off by an AT gun if one's dropped up around here, which they usually are. And your infantry, oh, let's get on your infantry. Again, a bit ambitious. An AT gun in here, it could pick off this infantry. You're probably better to drop them off further back. But if you drop your flamers in first and smoke off the road, then you can do that kind of thing. Your smoke is often not used very well by people, so yeah, try and use it. This looks all good over here. Good, trying to sneak into here, fine, yeah. I do think it's good to try and creep into these back buildings and then pressure into this forest here. That if you can get some reinforcements into this area as well, you can push this flag quite hard. And it's hard for like the armour to get in and support from anywhere around other than coming through here, but then if you've got control, you can get a Shrek off on them, so yeah, it can be a decent thing to do. Anyway, let's see how this goes. Let's just go from your perspective. Looks like you're deploying a bit late with some stuff, fair enough. Good early unload. He does do a big rush on you here. Yeah, these are the small squads. They can get in there fast, can be annoying. T-26 should be able to clear a lot of this up. MG will do work. Schutzen should be engaging with those. Yeah, they should be able to cut these down quite quickly. In the forest here, same kind of thing. Your Sturmschützen will do pretty well up against them. Even though there's a lot of troops in there, they do have good weapons. They do get picked off, unfortunately. This is where a leader, if you know we're going to get engaged hard somewhere, a leader in here or leader in here, kind of needed really. But you know, it happens. It's not the worst start in the world. This now you don't want to be, you want to bring this off the road around here somewhere, because these do have Panzerfaust and it can be annoying. Sturmschützen should be coming back into this town really. Help clear it out. If it looks like there's something else alive here, so you're likely to lose this tank. Oh, he's here. You got away with that. I think there's one in here though, and I think you're going to die. If we just go on to neutral. Yeah, there we go. There's one in there. Yeah, you don't want to be driving a tank in there completely blind when you know they've got Panzerfaust. Here, again, when you're being rushed like this, I think he's invested a fair bit into there. You can see some rush going on over here as well. It's a good amount being invested, so it's not going to hurt to push up here a little bit. Maybe throw in a flamer down the road, drop it in here. Get a tank moving, get a push ready to go over here, and this flag as well. Like I was saying before, you can rush into here. Although he's likely to have something, he's still like, yeah, he's focusing all his attention here, so you want to distract him, make him think, fight on different fronts. Yeah, here's not too bad, just a bit memed by the flags. You're generally doing okay, and it's a balance to be balanced. Yeah, you don't need to throw in this many reinforcements here. You don't need to worry about this too much. Just have maybe a machine gun in here, an AT weapon around here, or another light piece of armour, but you just want to get to the flags. Reinforce from this road into this forest. And chuck something in there just to hold the flag. It's generally a good idea, in case he breaks something across. But here, this is where you want to start taking advantage of this forest and this area if you can. Right, bringing units in fast, dropping them into this town around here, getting into the forest. You get an AT gun into this area as well, quite high up. Some units into here. But yeah, just make sure you can fast move them in from round here. You've got 2 units not doing anything there. I think you missed that a bit. Yeah, they're in a good position. Su-57 gets taken out by T-26 and vice versa. So you're ticking alright. I would probably think about AA at this point. Now you get into more of a stable position. IG-33 into here is not the best idea. Out over here, very good idea. Popping it around here somewhere. Then if there's any AT weapons come out there, you can shoot them. In the town you have the reinforcements. You've still not noticed these two. But here as well, it's always worth keeping a unit back. A unit back here, 1 or 2 if you can, rather than engaging them head on. There's no need. If you're ticking, you're on 1311, it's on equal income. There's no need to push into all this. Let him come into you. He's bringing out his AA piece, which is going to mash up some infantry. A leader's now in here, that's good. And you want to move these, you right click them, get them into houses, into cover. Because if they're fighting, this one's in heavy cover, you can see by the symbol, the green symbol, these guys are not in any kind of cover. So they get pinned much more quickly. And this guy as well, you want to retreat him when he's pinned like that. And there's an opportunity. Yeah, but you still got no AT weapons in here, no tanks. A Stug. Oh, there's a Stug finally coming out down the centre road. This is a dangerous position to bring it though, because there's very often a pack sitting round about here somewhere. So as soon as it pops its nose out, you're going to blast it. From what I'm seeing up to now, the infantry play's not terrible. It's more about where you're pushing and what you're doing. And there's a severe lack of armour. I know you've only got 3 Stugs in A, then you've only got 2 in... Was it 4 in B actually, the leaders? That could be a bit of a disadvantage. Yeah, walking these out here, not the best idea. Flamer will do the trick. They're fast. You can get them out there quick. Still not spotted these troops. And now you're getting cut off. The IG-33 does have some AT capabilities which people forget about, but its range is not magnificent. It might be able to get this. It's just in range. If you get sight on it, it can take this out with a bit of luck. And you're going for it now. We've got a lot of infantry in here. You still not put anything into here. Like at 17th Sturm in the CQC, they're fairly sturdy, pretty decent. Alright, so the Stug is on the road and he's going to mop up some of those T-34s. Just got to watch out for the AT guns. Yeah, rather than bringing out the tank here, bringing out an AT gun first is usually a better bet, I would say. Yeah, these guys you want to be moving up into this area to support. You have got that flag. So it's looking all good up to now. Let's just speed it up a bit. Yeah, it is a long game, I can see. Shreks are not probably the best thing to do in here. And yeah, another thing with Stugs, you generally don't want to move them up that close when you've not got vision. This Shrek actually is a good call in here. Should deal with that. If he gets into there, should be able to take out the tank. They're just out of range though. We did spot them coming in. So you should feel pretty safe in this region at the moment. You could do an AA piece out here. Maybe bring in a bomber. We're really sneaking a lot of flags round the back. Still not noticed these two. It's a Stug finally has come out here. It's good. You did lose IG-33 though. There's too much infantry in the area to take it out. So, a recon doesn't look like you got any recon out on the field either. In here would be nice. I'd like to put a recon somewhere around here as well, just to spot any sneaky moves around the back. Yeah, and these guys, alright, you are getting them into this flag now, that's good. So you're ticking him? Yeah, nothing terrible at the moment, but he's bringing arties into play now. Bring his mortars out. But they're not on target. Your leader's boosting up your infantry. It's a really nice spot in the town. I still think you want to be pushing on the left side. It's Su-85 coming around now. This should need to just hide in a forest as much as possible. Maybe about here somewhere. This pack should be able to leave the Su-85. I think I can see where this is going to go. He's just going to grind you down with his infantry over time. Or maybe there's going to be a huge breakthrough here, because you're not taking advantage of it. I'm assuming... Yeah, he's moved up his units now. So this is where you want an IG-33. And some recon. Yeah, again, Stug, you don't want to be getting up close with this. You want infantry ahead of you. You really want the Stug to be back here. Maybe around here if you want. Even out in this area. It's in severe danger there. But all looking good. Backlight should do good over there. Your pack needs to be fallen back. You have noticed those shooting at least. Nebelwerfer. This is a strange target to go for. Doesn't make much sense to be honest. Here. Here. Yeah, this area or this area will make the most sense. You don't want it. That's not a threat to you. It's not doing anything to you there. Again, Stug is in a very dangerous position here. Again, even moving up to here alone, yeah, you need some fresh infantry in here first, and you want to just leave your tank back here. A Stug is not very good in CQC. Again, this is likely to go down. T-34s, there's too many of them. And they can kill you at this kind of range. There's just too many. Alright, Nebelwerfer's mortar, better aim. You still got this flag. You could still rush into here, I think. Alright, speed her up a bit more. Yeah, nice use of the Panzerschreck in here. But yeah, I think he's going to get him around the back of your hair. You've completely neglected this entire part of the map. I think that's your downfall, really. You're getting sucked into fighting where he wants to fight you. By sheer amount of numbers, he's managing to overpower you now. This needs to be unloaded like now. Should be able to take out these T-34s if they stick around. Yeah, and use retreat mechanic here to save your units. But you're still managing to tick down, but you're still not taking advantage of this position here. I think he's pushing you now, isn't he? Yeah, he probably can't believe his luck out here. No packs shooting him. Probably feeling quite comfortable. He's likely to make a push fairly soon. I see, in a sense, it's fairly 50-50. There's not a... You're just grinding him. You can't beat him in a grind fight. Your units just cost more than his. They're not quite as cost efficient. So it's not to be recommended to do that. And this Stug is in a dangerous spot. You're more infantry unloaded into here. And infantry into here. And machine guns. These Nebelwerfer are not being used by the looks of it. I think they're loaded up again. Sturmschützen. You want to probably get them into the forest here with a leader. This leader's not doing a lot where it is. Yeah, there's not a whole lot massively wrong. It's more about... It looks like he's dictated where the game's going to be played. And you've bought into it. Whereas you want to be dominating this open position here. And that has not happened at all. IL-2 coming round. Oh, so at half speed, let's speed it up a bit. Alright, I reckon this is where it's going to crack you, isn't it? Maybe you don't quite notice this in time, or you have noticed it now. Big lights are coming in, but there's no Stug out here. And you do have the Nashorns as well. Oh, I don't know why you're moving these out into the open. Get them into this forest here and deal with this thing. Just 2 packs kind of a bit wasted there. Yeah, now he's distracted you over here. He's just going to push you into town. Nebelwerfers might help you out. But there's a whole load of infantry coming in down here as well. This Stug should be able to mob those up if he can see them, but he can't see anything at the moment. So it's going to get shot at. It's a shame. Should be okay at this range though. There's a lack of micro over here, understandably, because you're being decimated in the centre. Nebelwerfers, good idea, but bombers would probably work a lot better at the moment. I'm assuming he's not got much AA up at all. No, so you're not utilise any of your air power at all. The bombers could come in and sweep out this entire area for you quite nicely. And your Stug did get taken out by T-34, so that's really unlucky. But again, no, if you had a recon here earlier, this Stug would have spotted them way back here, and these things would be out of its range, so we could just smash it to pieces. Take them both out. So I'd say probably your biggest misplay here is not putting a recon into here. Not putting a pack into here either. Other than that, it's just about not dictating where the game's being played from what I can tell at the moment. Yeah, this can be dangerous. This looks like it's asking for a bombing run. Yeah, if your units are too clumped up, they're prime targets. Nassau out now. You finally lost this unit here. Yeah, just not having the units in cover. Yeah, probably worthwhile, like what do you do with these, but bringing them up to around here instead. Unloading into here and trying to cut him off around the back. Which would be kind of viable in a way. It would make him think, at least. Yeah, now you've got problems everywhere. This Nassau's probably not going to last long against that many T-34s. But the pack is there as well, so my call might be wrong now. Mortar's not useless, like a panic buy-in. This makes sense now. IG-33 in this position. They're going to get there in time to reinforce, looks like it. Yeah, 15-9. He just holds you to the 15-9 now. Now, from your position from here, so you've got the single tick back, so you can still come back into this game if you've got units. Again, I would probably be focusing still on the left, because you've seen he's made a play. You can see the front lines being pushed out all the way over here. You know you've got something in here. So bringing out a recon to here, maybe another AT gun to here as well. A tank out round this in this direction, and recon over here as well. A mortar, and utilize the smoke. Drop smoke like around here and here, and then just try and unload things here and here and here as much as you can whilst you're pushing these units forward. That would be what I would do in this kind of position, because you're not gonna, it doesn't look like you're gonna get back into here anytime soon. So you just hold this flag at the back. Don't just, you just bringing in units and they're dying for nothing. Yeah, and that's on back here at 2k range. That's fair enough. And yeah, just put it, yeah, these infantry in here, that's good enough, but leave them hidden and hide some units in here. If you can get one in here, then get one in here as well. But other than that, just push up there a lot, because you've got the right flank seems fairly covered. You could do with another piece of infantry, like maybe around about here, just to be safe. But the centre's broken, and then he might be forced, well, he might be sucked in and push all his units further down into here, and then you can just like wrap around him a bit whilst threatening all these flags over here, and even trying to get units into this area like I was saying at the start. So it was a good idea. But where they are now, I would keep them where they are. Just reinforce this forest. Yeah, move these up to here maybe. That's about it. Anyway, let's see how it finishes out. Come to neutral view. So yeah, looks like I'm fairly right about this over here. There's nothing there. Here as well, he's got very little. Everything he's investing into the centre. So if you know you should be bringing it with this division. Your infantry's, his infantry's very good as well. Your infantry's very good, but he's pushing you back just because he's got so much of it, and he's got cheaper like medium tanks as well. So just don't fight him where he wants to fight you. Easier said than done. Everyone gets sucked into it. I know I have millions of times, but yeah, that would be my main advice here. And yeah, use a bomber. Unless did you lose your bombers and I didn't see it at the start or something? I'm not sure. Now you've got lots of Stugs. You're not bring it, but yeah, these are just coming in to die. You're not gaining flags. You want flags. You don't want kills now. You want flags, and you're not taking advantage of where you can take flags. Yeah, more coming in here. All of this, all these points could be invested over here, and you could have stabilized and likely beaten him. And again, Stugs, they're too close. You don't want to get this close. C-34s can pop out and deal with you. There could be any AT guns in here. You're gonna wade through all of this to get a flag. This is a better idea. This is a better move. Just need to do the same up here as well. Unfortunately, he has reinforced into here as well. These units have not stabilized in this forest either. So that's a chance missed. And these Nebelwerfers are they're not really going to do that well. People like them a lot. I'm not massively keen on the things. I think they're a bit of a waste. But they're there. I think these are mostly good for taking out the AA. That's about it, or not even for killing your AA. You use two of them in combination, like killing some AF or just pinning it down. Then you bring your bombers in and do the main bit of work. For killing, I don't think they're particularly good. The 300mm are. So that would be my critique. Yeah, in terms of there's negligible difference in the KD there. There's nothing much at all to speak about. But it's just letting him dictate where he's playing. You didn't really do that much wrong. It's just choosing where to fight. The rest is just like little micro things that you pick up over time. And just always probe and push a bit. Like on the left they're saying try and probe there. Don't just throw some units in randomly. Just build up a little force over time, like throw in a unit here. Don't unload them. And then pile it in at once. And have a mortar. Try and keep one mortar on the flank, on each flank, and one mortar in the center if you can. And make sure it has some smoke in it. If you need to, bring the supply truck to give it smoke. Because it can help you out a great deal, basically. You can be losing a game, you can turn it around just with a bit of smoke to allow you to rush in and get some extra flags to stop the tick. Anyway, that's that. Hope it's useful, and bye bye.